Love can inspire, or it can destroy. For Sheila Davalloo, her desire turned into a deadly obsession, one that left a young woman brutally murdered and a promising career shattered. This is the chilling story of obsession, betrayal, and murder. Sheila Davalloo was born in Iran in 1969. When her family moved to the US, she thrived. She studied biochemistry at Stony Brook University and later became a pharmaceutical researcher in Stamford, Connecticut. On the outside, Sheila was intelligent and successful. But in her personal life, she was reckless with love. Her first marriage ended in divorce after an affair. Then she began dating a co-worker, Nelson Sessler. There was just one problem.
Nelson already had a girlfriend, Analisa Ramundo.
Sheila couldn't stand being replaced.
She saw Analisa, a rival, standing in the way of her happiness.
And soon, that jealousy turned into rage. On November 8, 2002, a frantic 911 call reported screams from Analisa's condo in Stamford, Connecticut. When police arrived, they found a horrific scene. Analisa, just 32 years old, had been stabbed over and over. Blood covered the apartment, but there were no signs of forced entry. She had let her killer in. Nelson was questioned but quickly cleared. He had been at work the entire day. The case went cold. Months later, in March 2003, Sheila struck again. This time, her victim was her new husband, Paul Christos. During what she described as a game with blindfolds and handcuffs, Sheila stabbed him. Twice. But instead of calling 911, she phoned Nelson Sessler. Paul barely survived and later testified against her. In 2004, Sheila was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 25 years in prison. With Sheila behind bars, detectives revisited Analisa's unsolved murder. This time, they had new tools and new suspicions. Forensic evidence revealed Sheila's DNA on a sink handle inside Analisa's condo. Even more chilling, experts linked Sheila's voice to the anonymous 911 call made after the murder. Investigators finally had their killer. In 2007, Sheila was charged with Analisa's murder. In a bizarre move, she chose to represent herself in court. The prosecution painted her as obsessed, jealous, and calculating. They argued she planned Analisa's murder to win Nelson back. Key witnesses testified against her, including Paul, who detailed her violent past, and Nelson, who confirmed her obsessive behavior. After just a day and a half of deliberations, the jury delivered their verdict, guilty of first-degree murder. On April 27, 2012, Sheila Davalloo was sentenced to 50 years in prison, on top of her 25-year sentence for attempted murder. 75 years in total. At 42 years old, it was essentially a life sentence. What makes this case unforgettable isn't just the crime. It's how love, jealousy, and obsession destroyed 3 lives: Analisa's, Paul's, and Sheila's own. Do you think Sheila's actions were fueled purely by obsession, or should her mental health have played a bigger role in her sentencing? Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more.